Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and I'm joined with Mario.
What's up, guys?
Let's talk about Ash vs. Evil Dead, Season 1, Episode 8. The episode is called Ashes to Ashes, and full spoilers as always, you have been warned. No description on IMDb. We're basically dropping the descriptions from IMDb at this point, because every week, I don't know if they're
Bill's
just
just fucking up.
Bell's
Bill.
taking the month off for Christmas or something. I don't know what he's doing. But, yeah, so he goes to the Ash goes to the cabin, which was teased last week.
Yep.
But there was something really odd about the way this one started, and I don't know if you agree with me here. Because last week Ash ditched the three characters,
Right.
right? And I was under the impression they didn't really know where the cabin was.
I guess that's true. Yeah, no, that's a good point because none of them had really been there and would know how to get there. So
Yeah.
how
So when I think her name's Amanda, the cop, when she shows up, I was like, okay, it's not really her. It's an hallucination, or it's a deadite, or it's
Right.
something pretending to be her. And she said she split up from Pablo and Kelly, but then in the next scene it cuts to Pablo and Kelly, they're wandering about in the woods, and I'm like, all right, well that her story checks out.
how do they end up finding this place?
Yeah, that was really weird. Like, so that doesn't really sync up for me. It's not a deal breaker. I mean, I guess they just had a better maybe they knew it was in an area, they just didn't know how to get.
Hmm.
So they knew to go to this woods, but not.
Yeah, I guess it's true. That kind of makes sense with the hiker situation
Yeah.
because they just said we're looking for an empty cabin, but they didn't necessarily say like a name or specific location. So it sounded like they just kind of had a general idea where it was.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I was really under the impression they had no idea what it was, so it was kind of weird that they showed up like that.
Right.
This was very much the start of what I think is a 3-part episode set around the cabin. Because I don't think we're going to be leaving here now. For the last little
The rest
stretch of the
of
season.
Yeah.
A lot of fun stuff. I messaged you almost instantly and said we've got a 4th actress playing Linda.
Yeah. So, I was about the time where I was getting to that point too.
Yeah. Because
What's interesting about? Go ahead.
I was gonna say Ash goes into the little hut next to the
Yeah.
main cabin, and Linda's head's still in the vice from Evil Dead 2,
Right.
which is kind of awesome.
But the interesting about this episode, it loses a lot of the humor from the previous episodes, and it's a lot more focused on the horror elements, which makes sense. I mean, I think the fact that he went back to the cabin is supposed to be a little more serious.
Yeah.
So imagine they're trying to go with that there's more consequences, which kind of plays out in the story itself when we lose the cop.
There is that did surprise me. Like,
I thought it
'cause-
was gonna end up being false, like it was in her head or something like that, or somehow it was gonna get taken away. That it's a reveal that didn't actually happen.
Because the whole idea of there being like a second Ash isn't actually completely new in the movies. Like, I mean, you've seen that Army of Darkness. There's
Yeah.
that scene where there's all the little Ashes that are
Yeah.
all evil, and even the main villain in Army of Darkness is like an evil version of Ash. So the fact that an evil version of Ash grows out of his hand that's been cut off,
Right.
it's in line with the series. Like, I don't want to say logic. Logic's not really a word I'd apply to Evil Dead, but it's been kind of set up.
Yeah,
And I thought that was really fun. Like having Bruce Campbell getting to be a complete dick, like proper evil dick, is a lot of fun. But I was genuinely quite surprised when he just took that meat cleaver and
Yeah.
put it right in her. And you said there was less humor, but
and
I
that's not a
did.
euphemism, by the way. He put
Yeah.
that meat cleaver right inside of her.
Yeah, it's not a euphemism. But you said the humor was diminished. It is diminished, but the next line made me laugh my ass off because after he stabs her with the cleaver, he says, "Now that's what I call cleavage."
No, I'm not saying it wasn't funny, but it's just with the other episode, obviously it's a lot funnier, and Ash is saying a bunch of sarcastic shit. This one not as much.
Yeah, this one's veering more towards Evil Dead 1 and 2, kind of not as much of a wisecracking hero because shit's
Right.
getting real. Although now Pablo and Kelly are around. I hope they don't die. I want them to be left around for season 2.
Yeah, well, the other interesting thing that happened too was with Pablo and the hiker girl they met. Remember how she asked Kelly like, "Hey, is he with anybody, or are you guys together?" "Oh no, we're not together." But he has a girlfriend though.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I'm not going to lie and say we're together because we're not. But then when she's like, oh, good, I need someone to be warm with tonight, and she's like, he's got a girlfriend. Like, it's interesting how she immediately like, oh no, I need to
Yep.
make up an excuse to.
That's interesting. That yeah, she kind of probably taking it for granted, and
Yeah.
I imagine that's going to lead to something. But hopefully, it doesn't lead to that
Death.
reveal of them liking each other and then someone dying.
Yeah, that'd be upsetting because I like both of them. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like the cop was the one that I didn't mind losing out of the three of them because she's been the
She
least
also didn't
interesting.
really fit either as much.
Mm.
Like just for some reason, she just didn't feel like she fit as much. So it makes sense.
Yeah, even when Evil Ash was being all, oh, we should run away together and be a couple or whatever, she was going for it way more than I felt like she should be.
Yeah, at first I thought she was playing along, and then she was serious. And I was like, "You guys just met."
Yeah, because she's really only been with the group like for like the last episode was the first one where she was there the whole time.
Right.
Because the one before that was the one in Diner where she joins up with them at the end. So they've not even been together that long. It's just in terms of just being a group. So it's alright. It come off a bit weird. I enjoyed the episode though. I think it's very much the. It's kind of like when I had problems with that two-parter in the middle. I don't have quite the same problem here, but at the same time, I did feel the length was really short. Like I'm like, oh shit, it's over already. I feel like we're just
Getting started.
just getting started with this part of the plot, but
Yeah.
that's to be expected. I hope the final's longer because the pilot was. So I hope the final, obviously not next week's, but the week after. I hope that's maybe extended to 40 minutes. Something
Well, I
like
wonder if they'll do a two-part, like a two episodes as one, airing together or whatever.
that. I'd hope so, but it's still got another 2 weeks left air dates.
Hmm.
So because it ends in January.
But I actually like that it's switched. Like some of the episodes I feel have focus on horror more than others.
Hmm.
Like I think the first episode with the whole situation with the house and the partner, that her original partner, the cop. Like I really like the elements there, and this kind of was more like that. So
Yeah.
going forward, I do like that it doesn't always have to be as funny. They can just kind of focus on this is horror. Hey, don't forget about that.
Yeah, yeah. I really liked when it's that's something you may not have picked up on as much, but I liked when he's walking up to the house and you see the swing seat outside like banging against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's like taken right out of the first Evil Dead movie. Like I recognise that because it's in the Evil Dead movie and they focus on it in that movie.
Gotcha.
Just a lot of nice
Yep.
little touches that make it feel like it's the same place.
Yeah, Tim and I skipped the first one. I went to the second one. He just told me that it's pretty much the same.
It kind of is. The first one, if you like the horror stuff as much as the comedy, it's maybe worth watching the first one because it is. The comedy's not really there. It's just a horror movie.
Mostly just a horror movie.
Yeah, it's like straight horror movie. So I'd recommend checking it out of interest. But that was good. I liked all the Evil Ash stuff. I thought when Evil Ash and regular Ash were fighting at the end,
Oh, that was hilarious.
it was hilarious. Oh, especially when there's like, if you're like me, then you've got a bad knee, and he kicks him in the knee.
It bruised kidneys.
Softballs.
That was really good.
That was good. But I was doing a pretty good job of keeping track which one was the good, because they were dressed the exact same. And they even purposely took his
Cut
fake
his
hand
arm
away,
off.
so
Yeah.
that they both had the bloody stump and they look identical. Which I'm pretty sure we're going to get a little bit of a which one is it at the start of the next episode. Like,
Yeah, that's what I expected to happen.
yeah,
Like there were Pablo and Kelly were gonna walk in to the house and find them like grappling each other, and then both of them pointing at each other like it's him,
yeah.
and then be like, oh, fuck, what do I do?
Which is really cliched, but I actually wouldn't mind it from this because Bruce Campbell doing that is actually kind
Yeah,
of
well,
amusing.
and the show kind of is that,
Yeah.
so it makes sense.
Yeah, no. That was good. It's good. I'm really excited about the last two episodes. And we know we're getting a season 2, so I really hope they leave Pablo and Kelly alive for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and I think this is a really good episode. I have a good show, probably to watch together.
Yeah, binge watch it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it would be actually. I think this will be a really easy binge watch as well because of the length. I think. Because when you put it all together, it'll essentially be like a 5-hour movie.
right. Yeah, because I mean, some of the episodes I do wish this was longer. Like if it was like a 42-minute thing, like most like hour dramas, like that would be probably better because some of the stuff does need to be fleshed out. But then it makes it really easy to watch it as one big package.
Yeah, yeah.
comes
I
out.
think when you put it all together, it's going to play really well.
Yeah.
So, no, that's good. We will obviously cover the next 2 episodes, but of course the next episode, if I just check the day, the next episode is on the 26th of December, which obviously is Boxing Day. I don't know if you call it Boxing Day in the US, but it's the day after Christmas.
We don't really have a term at all.
Do you have a term for that at all? Yeah.
No.
That's basically our Black Friday, except we now have Black Friday as well. So, so we have Black Friday and Boxing Day. So whatever. But yeah, so naturally next week we might be a day or 2 late with the review, just because we might be busy because it's Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't see us having a problem the following week. I don't see us doing anything on the 3rd of January that would make us late. But
No, I mean, if anything, January 1st would be a problem. Maybe the 2nd, but by the 3rd, it doesn't really.
yeah, I mean, it's airing on the 2nd, but we usually record the review on the day after. So
Around. And Tim, he always picks it up like usually Sunday morning.
yeah.
So that way we're just ready to go. So shouldn't be a problem at all.
Actually, yeah, we should mention Tim's not here this week. Which
He's
is a
in
shame,
a cabin in the woods.
because he's in a cabin in the woods. He's literally doing what the show's doing right now. Because he actually messaged us when he was on his way going, I'm actually going to a cabin in the woods the same day that Ash is going back to the cabin in the woods. So he'll be back next week. And I'm curious, we'll maybe get his thoughts on this week's as well, because I'm sure he'll love this one.
Yep, as usual.
So yeah. I think he started almost every Ash vs Evil Dead review with, "Ooh boy," like I think.
This is the best show ever.
It's the best show ever. I think I made one criticism for one episode, and he's like, "Oh Jesus Christ!" Just because it's not the best thing ever, and it's not fucking like. Oh. All right, so that'll do. So we will be back next week. Maybe a day or 2 late because it's Christmas, but we will be back next week with the next episode. So, yeah, that's Ash vs Evil Dead, season 1, episode 8.